You had quite a night, didn't you, Americans? Quite a long, eventful night, I am certain. Hello. You had a nice night? A lot of things have happened, didn't it? And a lot of things that I was like half expecting, but a lot of things also caught me a little by surprise. Let's not gonna lie about that. How's everyone feeling? Especially the Americans here. How many of you here watching the stream now are Americans? Okay. My question to you is, how are you all not sleeping? It's probably mentally draining as well as physically draining, seeing all of that out of the results being calculated every painful second, every painful minute, isn't it? It should be, right? Night shift, sleep. Yeah, I will get to some of your comments later, but let's try and get some things sorted out while I... Okay. Well, let's just say that... Oh boy, where do I even begin? When I woke up today, the first thing that greeted me was Kersha telling me she was streaming the entire process, and who knows how many hours she was running her stream for, but it is quite impressive, not gonna lie. 8 p.m. here. Yes, Fox, the Kersha is a reliable news source, not the mainstream news sources that people always say, oh, is a reliable news source. Is a credentialed news source. Oh wow. Most of you, how many hours have you slept? How many hours have you slept since last night? Or earlier today? 5 hours? 0.3? None? 12? 4 hours? Okay. Well, I suppose I should get to it then. Originally, my plans for today's streams was supposed to be quite simple. Quite a simple stream. It was meant to be. There was, however, a little problem. Firstly, I read some... I'll just give a bit of a summary of what I feel like talking tonight because a lot of things have changed. Originally, I wanted it to be just a plain gaming stream, playing with the lurkers and all that, but some things have changed. Firstly, was my reaction towards an article that I read yesterday, and it, spoiler alert, it kind of triggered me. Okay, it triggered me quite a lot. George 9998, I am not American. Yep, that was meant to be like the talking part of today's stream, but as you all know by now, the outcome of this very special event that happens once every 4 years in America, the outcome has been something special. It is special, without a doubt. And I'd like to show you all a little bit of something. We have on this topic, we have a little bit of things we want to go through, actually. Let's get started. If I can find it. Okay, first things first. We all know the outcome of the thing that happens once every 4 years in US. Let's not hide that fact. So I want to get started with some of the things I saw. Some of the things I saw last night for me, well, it was last night for me, but it was before before you all voted, basically. It was before you all Americans voted for your chosen candidates. But I've been noticing, and one of the Twitter posts I read, I do not have it on me right now, but I can remember exactly what that post said. It was something along the lines of, here comes the gimmick accounts breaking character for 24 hours. And we know exactly what happened with all these gimmick accounts, right? We know exactly what happened. So many gimmick accounts, and not just gimmick accounts, by the way. Not just gimmick accounts. VTubers too. All of the English VTubers, English-speaking VTubers, most of the small ones at least, they have thoroughly broken character. They are broken character actually for quite a few days now to build up to this incident, to this event. But it was quite something to see so many VTubers trying to farm clout, posting about things that have nothing to do with them, person in their VTubing career, or what passes off as their careers at least, okay? So, because of this, because of the outcome, with the help of some lurkers who have supplied me with some very fascinating screen caps, I've collated just a handful of reactions to the outcome. And let's just say we go with the tame ones first. We go with a bit of a tame one. And then we'll work our way up to something that, let's just say, I find very ironic. Okay? Very, very ironic. So we'll start with some tame ones. Some very tame ones. Let me just make some space. Here we go. Need to move this aside a bit. Why is it so big? Okay. Okay, I've now moved myself a bit. Here we go. This thread. Oh no. You saw that? This thread collates some reactions, let's just put it that way. We start with a bit from Boogie. A bit from Boogie.
I can't believe Trump's actually gonna win this fucking thing! Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm so pissed off!
Can you hear? Yes, you all should be able to hear. Yeah. Let's start over.
Trump's actually gonna win this fucking thing! Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm so pissed off! Fuck! God damn it! I can't believe Trump's...
Okay. That just happened. But to be fair to Boogie, it's probably trolling. but it's funny all the same. So I guess if his intention was to be comedic, I think he achieved it quite well. But I still don't appreciate what Boogie has done over the months concerning the whole cancer thing. So, I'm just gonna say it is a funny outburst. Let's keep going. There is more than this. More. I don't even know if this is 100% real, but this is quite something. Tonight is the death of my empathy as a white male fighting oppression. My whole adult life, I think this is the death of my empathy. How do I care about... Okay. Yeah. That looks a whole lot like Ban Ho Yan. As we say, Ban Ho Yan, Ban San Sim. Trying to be an angel, trying to be such a moral and kind person, thinking that you are the biggest savior there is. No. Let's keep going. Reddit is doing well. Well, to be fair, it is Reddit. Let's keep going. If Kamala doesn't win, I'm gonna... Nope. Oh, no, not. Okay. So if you get the point, I will show you all the original post so you all can read it. Personally, it is from this account. Okay? If you want to see some meltdowns, this is the account to see it, okay? I want to go into something a little more masked off. And I suppose you saw that post about... a military coup, right? Very ironic words. Very ironic words. Coming from someone whom back in 2021 got so up in arms about a certain event that happened in January. So really very ironic that they're talking about how dangerous it is that the orange man pushed for this type of things and how his supporters do these things, and then now the moment orange man wins again, they are going exactly to that type of rhetoric. So yeah, I've got some more. Got a screen cap. Oh, before I show you that screen cap, I want to let you all know, you lurkers to understand. You all heard about all those anti-racists, right? They're very progressive people saying that they're anti-racist. You all remember that? How they call all of us racist, how they call all of us fascists and all that big adjectives whenever we disagree with them on anything. Remember that? Fazos Dazer, you have just given a spoiler. But, yes, it is I am going to show you right now. Because it is very eye-opening, but not surprising. Remember, these are posts from people who claim to be very progressive, very against racism, for tolerance, for kindness, for diversity and inclusion, and the moment they don't have things go their way, look what happens. Let's have a look at some. Okay? I hate the suburbs, I hate the rurals, I hate a specific type of voters of a specific ethnicity. I hate a specific type of gender voters. Okay? From Redditor, Latino men are, as you can see, and they started making deportation jokes. How very anti-racist of them. Then we go to this one from Zeki. How very anti-racist of them. It keeps going on and on, by the way. Another Redditor, Latino supported in Michigan by a margin of 60%. I am not racist, but the classic, I am not bad thing, but very tolerant, very stunning and brave. It is absurd. They are going to get, I can't believe how insane it is after oh well, these people are really throwing in all the big words, isn't it? All of the big words. And of course, people like this, trying to speak on behalf of other communities, thinking they know better than them. How dare you think for yourself? How dare you not agree with me? Seriously, the actual racists, you know, the pointy-hatted people, the World War II Germans, all of them, they have nothing against these people who claim to be so anti-racist and progressive. They have nothing. They can only reach a fraction of their power. There is more. One of those oh my god. Look at all these comments. Wow. I am quite shocked. And of course, it's not over yet. In this little screen cap, we have Vtubers. Of course, the Vtubers have started to cloud farm over this incident, as you can see. This is the far right ones. As you can see, nothing like capping off election night with a guilt trip from your father who only texts you remind you how you ruined his life by leaving him to pursue your own goals. That is a bit of baggage that this specific VTuber has to address, unfortunately. Gigi? I don't care about the names. It's just, they're all just EM VTubers to me. So this is all, I would like to remind you all, it's all for educational purposes. This is to illustrate a specific form of behavior, okay? A specific form of behavior that I would like to hope you lurkers don't mimic or follow, okay? So disappointed with how election going, my community members. Let's all move to Antarctica. No! 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 Do not move to Antarctica. Do not move to Antarctica. The penguins do not want you. Leave the penguins alone. Leave the penguins alone. Don't disturb them. They have a good life there. Don't disturb them. This election is making me want to throw up. I wish my feet were... Oh wow! Cookie! What a special response. What a special response. Wow. You would rather have news of more tragedies than news about your country's elections. Wow. You would rather there be more news of tragedies. Wow. And Vtubers are amazing. In all the wrong ways. And Vtubers are really quite amazing in all the wrong ways. Well, that was a very big screen cap, and that link I showed you, it gets spicier. It gets so much spicier. And I think for the sake of this YouTube channel, I am not going to show much of it. Yes, I am aware of that, Xavian. I saw the post myself firsthand too. There are some very... I feel I would like to take this opportunity actually. Here's the thing. I want to take this opportunity. I want to take this opportunity to say something, okay? This outcome with Orange Man, this is what happens when you spend so long, so many years, months, who knows how long, trying to paint people who disagree with you as some kind of evil. Trying to push them aside, throw an insult at them at the slightest mention of disagreement. And when those people who disagree with you ask, how am I this type of person? You continue to throw insults at them, or you ignore them. And you expect them, after you have insulted them, to agree with your point of view? How? You tell me how. You tell me how exactly. What exactly do you aim to achieve? What exactly do you aim to achieve? It's not even just about politics now. Let's just tell you, it's not even just about politics now. This is less about pointing out any specific group of people, but it's about me. I want to address to you all a very specific kind of behavior, okay? A very specific kind of behavior that annoys me. It annoys me a lot. I can see even amongst groups of friends or like-minded people, it's not just reserved for political enemies or social enemies or any kinds of enemies, but sometimes even amongst friends. Look, it is expected for each other to have disagreements, okay? It is expected for each other to have disagreements, sometimes or even sometimes often. But you know what makes these disagreements into moments where we can get stronger, get closer, and understand each other more? You do not just throw an insult or throw a label or throw an accusation against another person without explaining yourself. Remember, claims are nonsense if you can't back it up. Claims are nonsense if all you're doing is throwing it at somebody and and expecting people to just accept it. Okay? So for instance, let's say, for argument's sake, a group of friends, okay? A group of friends, they get into an argument. They can be close friends or they can just be on friendly terms, whatever. One of them, for one reason or another, whether they are in a good, bad mood or something along that lines, or maybe something that is eating in on them mentally, for instance, again, one of their friends is doing something that they do not approve of. How do you want that other friend who is doing something you disapprove of to understand your point of view? How are you going to do that? Tell me how you're going to do that. This is a question, an actual question. Tell me. Lurkers in the chat, tell me. I'll give like a few seconds and I'll talk about it. That's fine. That's fine. Some of you might not be able to answer it, but I would answer it for you all. Here's the thing. If you amongst friends, not just friends, associates, colleagues, or just people you're friendly with each other or in talking affairs with each other, if there's something you all disagree with the other person, you talk them out, you explain. You explain to them, for instance, let's say over politics, okay? Let's say for argument's sake over politics, or for argument's sake how you run a business, or how, let's say your partner's working on the same business, how one person runs a business, a partner runs it in a way the other one doesn't like. Here's what you do. You don't just say you are doing it bad. You don't just say you are being cringe. You do not just say you are causing problems, you're instigating shit or anything like that. You do not just say that and then leave it at that. And you expect the other person to agree with you. That is not how it works. What that does instead is you create enemies. Make the best of friends start to fight. That is what happens. Okay? This is more important towards people who are friends. This, in my opinion, this advice, okay? It is very normal to enter into arguments. It is very normal to disagree with things. But what in my opinion is not acceptable is that you express your disagreements through insults or through making statements that are very poorly explained. That does no favors for you, and that does no favors for the person you are talking to. I want you to understand that. This has been brewing in my head for quite some time, this type of complaint, okay? This type of complaint has been brewing in my head for quite some time. I do not want to see people who are friends, who are friendly with each other, or who are working with each other devolve their relationship all because some of you all, either one of you or both of you, are unable to express your thoughts honestly and without prejudice. Please understand that. So, if you're in an argument with someone and it's a disagreement, and you are 100% intended to make sure that you express your point of view in the fairest way possible, you put in a bit more time to talk about it. So for instance, let's say you believe that someone is trying to instigate a problem, an argument is trying to instigate a problem, whether they are deliberately or not deliberately, but you are friends with them and you want to maintain this friendship, or you want to keep working with them and it's nothing personal. Do not just leave one statement saying that you instigate shit and then you leave it at that. You explain yourself nicely, or at least honestly. I do not want not just amongst the lurkers here, not just amongst the chat here, to make enemies out of each other. Okay? Talk it out. And if there anyone outside of this circle of lurkers, for instance Pak Chong, even Pak Chong, even the so-called traditional evangelical conservatives who attack people over anime all the time, I want you all to listen to this, and I hope you all will take this advice to heart. When you can maintain a friendship, why not try that? Why make enemies when you don't have to? Even if you haven't become enemies yet, you should try to talk it out. Maybe one of you all are in a bad mood, or you're feeling frustrated over something. My honest suggestion is, instead of lashing out at people who do not know better, or who do not mean harm to you, in fact some of them might even mean the best for you, do not lash out at them, please. Because one of the worst things that can happen in any situation is someone does something against another person who does not deserve it. Let's just say that this is one of the things that has triggered me for like quite some time now. This is a general advice, not to anyone in particular. But I hope some of you who think like this or are tempted to act like this, please make one more friend instead of one more enemy. You know, there's one thing to credit whoever who wrote Biden's speech in 2021. Credit to whoever wrote his speech in 2021, the inauguration speech. There was one thing that he said that I agreed with. One word. Well, 3 words. 3 words. And I really have to say, this person who wrote this speech deserves a raise just for this line alone, okay? Unity and healing. Yeah, sounds cheap. Coming out from a career politician of 40 years who has done questionable things in position of power, but the word itself is important. Okay? Okay, I probably will get back to talking about this over the course of the stream, but I think I have expressed my view on this very specific topic quite clearly. Anything you're not understanding? Anything you lurkers don't understand so far? If there's at least one takeaway from all of this, at least one takeaway from all of my little mini rant on this topic is that if one or both of you or many of you have disagreements, do not just throw an insult, throw a statement, or throw a label at each other and let it fester. You have a problem? Say it to the other person's face. Say it honestly. This is the problem I have with you in this situation. And this is what you did that created that problem. Okay, let's talk it over calmly and see what we can do to fix this for each other. Please. That is what I want you to remember. It doesn't have to, Malcolm. It doesn't have to. Don't bottle stuff. Don't resort to insults. And don't just make claims against someone. And don't explain why. You create enemies that way. By all means, if you provide all the evidence, all the explanation you can provide honestly, and then you end it with an insult or you end it with a claim or a label, by all means do that. But until you have done that, this is not going to help anyone. Anyway, I'm gonna move on from this. Okay, what do I want to talk about now? Sushi. Insults. If a person starts an argument with an insult first, they've already lost. Actually, I would like to be even more strong with that statement. If a person at any point in an argument resorts to insult, that means they have run out of arguments to make. Okay. I think there's enough talk on that specific topic for now. I want to share with you a little something. A very telling video, actually. It's kind of surprising that this video came from this specific individual. But let's just say he's half right. At least half right. Let me move aside for a while. Let's bring this back up. Yes, Cheng. But one thing he said that I feel he hit the nail on the head per se. Just listen to this. It's just a few seconds.
The most important part of this is the Democratic leadership, the Democratic Party, the establishment Democrats, they did this to you. They lost to that buffoon twice. So don't tell me how bad Donald Trump is. Don't tell me how crazy Donald Trump is if you lost to him twice. So because what you're doing is you're telling on yourself. You're saying, I'm so incompetent that I couldn't beat Donald Trump. who barely breaks double digits in IQ, who says the most outrageous, ridiculous things. And you couldn't beat him. And even the one time they beat him, it was by 43,000 votes in 3 swing states in 2020. This Democratic leadership knows nothing. They know nothing at all other than donors, donors. Please give us money. We'll do anything for you. We'll do anything. I'm begging you. And so you did. Kamala Harris, you did just like Hillary Clinton did. You way outraised Donald Trump. You thought money was the answer. What happened? They lost track of the ends. They just got stuck on the means. So money was supposed to be a means to an end, which is winning. But they're not even bothering to win anymore. That was the most boring, terrible campaign I've ever seen by Kamala Harris.
Yeah, you get the point. And you know what's the funniest thing about this? This video is, as you can see, it is very unpopular amongst his community. Very unpopular amongst his community. And it goes back to what I said. It goes back exactly to what I said on honesty. You should see the replies to that video. Of course, other than Orange Man supporters gloating, there are a few of his so-called supporters who agree with him, lashing out at Cheng for saying things as it is to an extent. It is true. What he said in that small snippet is true. There is no denying that. But his own audience lashed out at him for saying that. They didn't like that he said something that was, to an extent, factually true. They didn't want to hear it. They rather have just said, "Oh, woe is me, Orange Man, the evil Orange Man won, this is the end of the country," and all these things. They wanted him to just blatantly say, Orange Man is 100% at fault. But it's not. It takes 2 hands to clap. It takes 2 hands to clap. Cheng, Young Turks Cheng, he is saying exactly that. It takes 2 hands to clap. So, it goes back to what I said about before. Don't be like Cheng's viewers. Sometimes, when someone says something to you that may be blunt, may be harsh, may even sound unpleasant, but if they're saying it to you honestly, with intentions that are not evil, not bad, try and swallow your pride and listen. Because every single criticism that is valid is constructive. It builds on you. Every single criticism on you that is properly explained, it builds on your own mistakes and turns them into strengths eventually if you remember them. Cheng is Hasan's uncle, that is correct. For a brief moment, Hasan had a small gig with Young Turks where he said very, very stupid things before he branched out to his Twitch channel. Evie, I've been seeing your comments for the past few minutes. And I let it go the first time. I let it go the second time. But a third time, you really want me to... You think I can still let it go? I'm calling you out. You should be ashamed. Okay. Yes, I read the news. People are trying to say that Hasan is now trying to escape to Japan. Oh yeah. Of all the countries he can choose to leave, he goes to Japan. Ironic. If he is so upset with Americans, his own supposedly own countrymen, voting orange men in, and he's going to Japan because he quote unquote can't handle all of the orange men supporters in his country, is he even aware how popular orange man is in Japan? He's like a vegan, leaving a steakhouse and entering a Nando's. What are you trying to do, Hasan? What are you trying to do? Hasan won't be happy if he moves to Japan and he's seeing like an off and on an orange man parade. And it has happened multiple times. There's even orange man advertisements and even an idol group who made a video about orange man. And this idol group, for reference, I'll just show you all. Maybe I will show you. I'll just give you all the name. Kamen Joshi. Yes, Kamen Joshi. They made an entire song. They made an entire performance back in 2016 about Orange Man. So, no. Hasan, you won't enjoy Japan. Let's leave it at that. You won't enjoy Japan. But even if you want to actually try to move to Japan, this made me chuckle. Can Hasan even move to Japan? Can he? On what basis? On what legal grounds? Can he get a PR? Can he get a visa that is anything other than a tourist visa? Can he get a PR? Can he get citizenship? How is Hasan going to do that? It's all just hot air, in my opinion. How is Hasan going to do that? It's just a joke, Fuyuko. It's just a joke, but I think the point speaks for itself, in a way. How can Hasan get a visa that is longer than 3 months? How is he going to stay in Japan for any longer than half a year? What does he have? What family does he have there? What specific eligibilities that will permit him to have a PR there. How? And of course it just keeps going. There's one more post that makes me chuckle. I think I reposted it. This one. This is very funny. This will be so funny. Japanese streamer says, "We don't want Hasan. Give it to Korea. I want to see what Korea will say, and after that, say give him to China. I want to see what Chinese will say. Well, Taiwanese say. Either Chinese or Taiwanese. I don't really know. Mainland. Let's see how that works. But anyway, I'm going to get something to drink, and I'll be back. Okay? I'm gonna get something to drink. I'll be back in like a few seconds. I literally stayed for a few seconds. I literally stayed for a few seconds. Still going? Still going? I'm gonna keep reading chat. Let's see what happens. I already watched Trump's speech. I already watched Orange Man's speech. I watched it with Kersha. So it was an entertaining enough speech. Are you still going? Are you still going? Do you want to distract me like this? Okay, that's fine. I'll carry on as usual. Let's continue to... Oh yeah, this is a very interesting video. I found this very odd video. I found this very odd video. And let's just say it is a bit illuminating. See it again. See it again. Fascinating. I'm sure it's all just a conspiracy theory, a silly conspiracy theory. But seeing something like that certainly makes someone think. Makes a person think, doesn't it? It really makes someone think, doesn't it? Okay, I'm going to be moving to the next topic soon, so before I move on to the next topic, let's have a read of chat. A bit. Oh, by the way, looks like YouTube has deemed me eligible to apply for the partner program. So, fingers crossed, touch wood, and pray that the process will be less painful than Twitch. Pray that the process will be less painful than Twitch. The kind of good thing about this is that at least all I need to do is get the AdSense, and then hopefully everything will be set up by the end of a week or so. Hopefully. Because to access some of the advanced live streaming features on YouTube, as well as inserting my own thumbnails and all these things, I already had my proper ID stuff set up a long time ago. So let's just hope, touch wood, that YouTube does not give me a hard time as much as Twitch does. Okay, let's see what else. Already? Oh, Mark! It's already on my Twitter. It's already on my Twitter. Oh yeah, you forgot. I'm sure you did. Not giving an excuse, suppose the other one. Oh. There is more temper tantrums actually. If I can find it. And I find it because there is another very childish temper tantrum that I saw while just surfing the site. And here we go, we found it. Oh boy, this is quite something. You know, there are people who put super glue their hand on a pavement and start to panic and cry when they can't get rid of if they can't remove their hand on the pavement. Remember those type of people? the people who spray paint, who throw paint at Mona Lisa, the people who vandalize things daily and think that they are gaining supporters. Yeah, they seem to have a bit of an opinion with Orange Man winning. And here was what they did. I think you'll get all of all. Very. They are, of course, not having a good time in the replies. They're really not having a good time in the replies. I haven't read their full statement, but I want to read it. I want to read it just a bit. I want to read it. U.S. Embassy painted orange as we reject fascism. Fascism is when election outcome you do not like. Right. This morning the world wakes to find it has slipped further into election outcome I do not like, as well as alleged climate breakdown. Orange Man wins puts the lives of ordinary people at risk everywhere. Didn't explain how. They just remember what I said, lurkers. Remember what I said. If you want people to support you, if you do not want to make enemies stupidly, you explain how someone does something bad. Explain it. You don't just make the claim and expect the other person to feel guilty. Political systems that can be bought by big oil have no value as we face the biggest challenge of our time. You mean, as most people, even environmentalists, are saying online, the big oil who pay you to cause disruptions to everyday people's lives to make environmentalists look less popular? That type of bought by big oil? The only real winner of today's election is the corporate power that controls the major parties in both the US and UK. No evidence. They continue to ensure the interests of the fossil fuel industry will continue to be prioritized over the well-being of ordinary people. You mean just like how you block traffic and block traffic for so long that even some mothers in labor couldn't make it to the hospital on time? That type of prioritize the well-being of ordinary people? How you block hospital? How you block ambulances from getting to the hospital in time and then risking people's lives? That type of prioritize well-being of ordinary people? Oh yeah, and you want to talk about prioritize ordinary people? I remember one incident. I want to tell you a story. Okay? It is very rich that this Just Stop Oil is trying to virtue signal about the well-being of ordinary people, because there is this story. It happened. It 100% happened, okay? I want to be very clear with you. I can probably find a post, but it's probably going to take a lot of searching, but I made a post about it. Anyway, there was this man who was in prison for quite some time. he was released on parole. And one of the requirements for him to keep his parole running is that he has to appear at work or at specific periods of time, which means basically he has to work a 9 to 5 job. He has to work a 9 to 5 job and appear at work, and his parole officer has to sign off on him being at work. You know what happened? He was driving to work one day, this man on parole, and he had the misfortune of being blocked in traffic. Being blocked by this Just Stop Oil climate activist. Yes. And what he did, it was completely recorded on camera, by the way. It was completely recorded on camera. He came out of his vehicle. He went and begged. He begged. He literally begged on his knees, saying, "Please make room so I can get to my work. I do not want to go back to prison." And you know what this Just Stop Oil, who care for the well-being of ordinary people, did? They didn't move an inch. They did not move an inch. So they were stuck there for who knows how long. The man was getting panicky. He started to panic. He was getting nervous, anxiety, because he knows any longer he's stuck in traffic, he's going to go back to prison. So he started shouting, and the other activists held him down. Eventually, he didn't turn up for work. And the very much expected outcome happened. He was sent back to prison. And you know, that is not even the end of the story, by the way. That was not the end of the story. The person he was begging, one of the male activists of this Stop Oil people, one of them, I'm sorry, coughing. One of them made a GoFundMe. Allegedly, a GoFundMe for the family of this man they have just sent back to prison. I want to see if I can find a post. I actually want to see if I can find the post. Because seeing is believing, and I feel that it is a very shameful display. I want to see if I can find the post. Okay. And thank goodness I found it. Here we go. This was the incident. Guido is the activist. I'm sure you can read this, but I will just paraphrase it and simplify what happened. After that incident happened, that man was sent back to prison because he violated parole. This activist, this Guido guy, he had the gal to open a GoFundMe. And She claims the GoFundMe is for the family of that man he sent back to jail. But you know what? People found out. These activists did not even know the name of the man who was sent back to prison. He did not even know. So he did not even know the name? How will he even know where the money to send to? How will he even know who to send the money to? And it doesn't end there. It does not end there. As you can see, right here, this part, this man needs help. He smelled of alcohol and seemed inebriated and in distress. Come on. This is disgusting. This is disgusting. This is disgusting. Not only you condemn a man who was on parole back to prison, and not only are you profiting off this incident by asking for money whom you know exactly you don't even know where to send it to, you proceeded to insult this man and victim blame him. So no, back to this Just Stop Oil post. No, I do not believe that you are prioritizing the well-being of ordinary people. You frauds. But let's just move on. Let's see what else they say. Let's just see what else they say as a result of this outcome. It is only through people coming together to disrupt business as usual. That's the point, isn't it? You are contradicting yourself, Stop Oil. You are contradicting yourself. Tell me. On one hand, you are virtue signaling about prioritizing the well-being of people. On the other hand, you are actively damaging the well-being of ordinary people by disrupting business as usual, which includes a man going to his job to fulfill his parole conditions. That humanity was standing a chance of minimizing the effects of climate breakdown, the social collapse that follows. You are causing social collapse. This is a social collapse. Make no mistake, you are causing the social collapse. In Spain this week, hundreds of bodies continue to be dragged from the mud. It's just a small portion of what is to come. If I don't know what you're referring to. As long as democracy is hijacked by corporate interests and billionaires, you fail to deliver the change. Leave the door open for fake populists. It's the same ordinary step out of. Okay. Just Stop Oil. Stunning and brief activists. Let's just say Orange Man didn't win the election. Let's just say, for argument's sake, let's just say Kamala won. Would you have been making this post on it as well? Would you be making this post right now if the outcome was the other side? Just Stop Oil. Be honest. Would you have made this post if it was the other side? Would you have been vandalizing the American embassy if the other side won? I don't know. Honestly, I do not know. Hello, Maxi. As you can see, I am probably seething. It's not good. I'm always seething. And the terrible part is, I think my sore throat is relapsing. That is not fun. I want to keep going. I think I should keep going. I should. I really should. Want to move on to the next topic. I'm going to move on to the next topic. Very good, Maxi. Congratulations. Work hard and you'll get your good outcome. Just work hard. I want to move on to the next topic. And let's just say the next topic is not fun. I do not like it. I am going to see whether I can find the screenshot because I think YouTube will not appreciate me opening this thing uncensored. Okay? Can I have it? And this was the thing that triggered me. It has triggered me quite a lot. And you'll find out soon enough why. 1, 2, 3. Read the headline first. I'll give you a few seconds. It was already bad enough that the very idea of this type of procedure, this type of program has been normalized and I would say even glamorized by certain people in certain parts of the world. It's already bad enough at that. But it is even worse. It is even worse now that people have come out attempting to profit off this self-destructive mindset to earn an extra buck. Which is exactly what this individual is doing. This is exactly what this individual is doing. Imagine one thing. It's already bad enough that this type of mindset is being normalized increasingly. It is worse that people are trying to earn money out of this, make money out of this. And lastly, your service has malfunctioned so terribly that you have resulted in taking things into your own hands to complete this program. That is worst. The worst of the worst. And you know what makes it even worse? This isn't even the worst part. this was not even the worst part. The worst part is that people, when I made this post on Facebook, people defended it. People are defending this action. So I will just run through with you a little story time. This is the basis of why I originally planned to not make this a gaming stream, because of exactly this. So on Facebook I make this post. At the far left, the pod possibly malfunctioned woman who entered the pod was found with strangle marks. Wow, what a big surprise. Create abomination tools, a malfunctions, and makes things even worse. Personally, and I still stand by this opinion right now, personally, I hope this founder goes to prison for a long time. The fact this service even exists and he thought up in his twisted mind says a lot about the morality of some people who even supported him in the first place. Let alone the fact this happened. So it goes without saying, lurkers, you can call me naive, you can call me innocent, you can call me stupid. I will not subscribe to your black pill nihilist bullcrap. I will not. You will not sell me this trash. So with this I will say, every life is precious. Hold on to it tight. Don't take it for granted. Don't fall for views of people with dark intentions and buy into this literally irreversible grift. And those who try to convince me to be less strong on this take, to be more realistic, as some of you would say, save it. I'm telling you to save it. Okay? Shove it up. Your black pill is toxic. Your black pill is degenerative. It is a cancer. There is no two ways about it. So let's keep going. I made this post. I'm sorry, another cough. I made this post. I got this reply from Red directly underneath that says, for me saying this, he say, wow, this page has some really shit takes. Okay. So I say shit takes how? Shit takes how? I ask him. I ask him right here. This one. So a pod that does these malfunctions, people react negatively to it. And the first thing that comes to your mind is shit take. Are you saying you support what happened? So he basically went into a whole tirade of... Wait, hold on. I'll be back in a few minutes actually. I'm going to be back in a few minutes, hold on. I've got to use the... I've got to do something for a moment. I'll be back in a few minutes. I'll be back. Hold on. I need to take a short rest. I think My heart rate is a bit high. Let me just rest for a few seconds. Just a few seconds, I'll be back. I'm so sorry for that. I'm so sorry for that. I think I should be fine now. I should be fine now. I'm sorry about that. Oh, I should be fine now. I was getting particularly worked up on this topic. I'm sorry about that. I've calmed down a bit, but I feel like I want to finish this topic for a while. I really want to finish this topic. So I want to continue with this. This was the reply I got from this raid. This was a reply I got from this raid. No, and don't try to infer that I am. It is a sanctimonious life is precious. Don't support this sentiment that I don't agree with. Who the hell are you to tell someone who is suffering that they should just carry on through daily agony just so people around them don't feel sad? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Red. What is wrong with you? I'm asking this, trying to control my emotions, and I want to ask you this question sincerely. What is wrong with you? What are you trying to prove here? What are you trying to normalize here? Huh? Do you know how many news articles I have read about all these things happening, especially in Canada? People who are healthy, people who are otherwise would be happy, but because of one reason or another, someone with bad intentions convinced them that this is the quote-unquote right thing to do? What are you trying to say here? What is wrong with you? Like I say, I do not subscribe to your nihilistic black pill nonsense. Not one bit. You can pretend that you're the smartest person in the room. You can pretend that you're the most enlightened and logical and reasonable individual to ever exist. But no amount of excuses is going to make me accept the fact that you are supporting this type of programs for people. This is not talking about people suffering from terminal stage cancer and they have days to live and they are in perpetual pain. This is talking about people who have some form of struggles in their personal life and their headspace is not perfect. And when you see someone who is struggling with their personal life and having a bad headspace, the last thing you should do is to tell them to seek the fast way out. That is the last thing you should do. You should rather do the opposite. I think I have told some lurkers this personal story before. And let's just say, me reading this and seeing these replies, I have taken this a little bit more personally than I should have. I've taken this discussion a little bit more personally than maybe others would. Well, anyway, I'll tell you why I'm taking this personally, but I'll keep talking anyway. So my response in the following page, before he responded to this, this is my attempt at quote posting on Twitter, but I do it on Facebook. I specifically screen cap this whole thing to the left. Cap this whole thing to the left and I said, so Red, what exactly did I say was a bad take? That I am not amused by people unironically seeing this kind of service as remotely appealing and getting support? That I am appalled that people are capitalizing on this morbid mindset to make a quick buck? Or that I'm outraged over the fact that this service failed and it has devolved into this incident? Tell me, what would have been a good take in this? Tell me, Red. Come on. Explain to a simpleton like me, your enlightened and educated view. This is just one person. There are two Reds in this situation. This is the first one. I asked him, and I kept asking him. I asked him the exact same thing here, underneath this part. I explained it again, still waiting for explanation because he was replying. At that time, he was replying to everyone in the comments except me. He was replying to everyone in the comments except me. So I made sure to ask him again. You say I gave a shit take. You better explain it. Especially if the topic is something as serious as this. You better explain yourself properly. So I made sure he's not going to escape from this. So I asked him again. And that was what he was saying below. Trying to escape from me asking the questions that I feel matter. Be patient. I care for a terminally ill parent and cannot respond immediately. Oh wow, how bold, how brave of you, Red. How brave of you. I'll be honest with you. I worry for that terminally ill parent. I worry for that parent in particular. Because I don't even know what this raid will be telling to this terminally ill parent. Let's keep going. One more up here. One more up here. This is a different raid. She is also trying to go all enlightened and reasonable to me. She's saying because assisted death might be a way out of immense suffering for some people because it takes time. It's not taking time to consider perspective of someone who has little time to live and the same amount of pain is a massive outtake. Why do you keep giving the same excuse? Why do you keep giving the same excuse? It's an excuse. You know for a fact it's an excuse. I have seen news repeatedly that show the people who do these programs are healthy. They are otherwise healthy. They are otherwise healthy. No one is talking about people who are on their last few days. We are talking about people who are otherwise healthy but for some reason or another decided to take this type of procedure. Anyway, I think I've calmed down a bit now. Now I want to tell you why I took this very personally. Okay? I want to tell you all why I took this specific incident so strongly. It's because I learned about in real life, there is a person who I have known when I was young. Healthy person. Completely healthy. Very young. Very young. And recently, very recent as in, I just found out from someone that this person is no longer around. He is no longer around. Okay? And the reason he's no longer around was because his parents never talked to him. He didn't have friends. He didn't have that many friends. No one talked to him. So whatever he held in his heart, in his mind, let's just say he didn't have any chance to express it. And because of that, eventually he just snapped. And the rest is history, as they say. So this is why I'm taking this very personally. And this is why these people who want to pretend to be so intelligent, so rational, so reasonable, so enlightened. We are all simpletons. You are the only one who is intelligent here. No. I want you to shut up and shove that nihilistic viewpoint up wherever the darkest place is. So this is why I have reacted quite strongly over that thing. And also, one more thing. This is why I think it is very important. It is very, very fair. This is why I say it is very, very, very important if you have something on your mind, whether it's negative thoughts or something eating in on you mentally, you find a friend, you find someone who is willing to listen, you let it all out. You talk about it. Okay? No, don't condolence. Don't need to condolence. No need to sorry about loss, please. I'm just telling you this story because I want to explain to you how harmful this type of mindset is. I'm not asking for any pity. I'm not asking for any sympathy. Okay? This is purely for me to explain to you. It is never too late. You see someone who is having a hard time, you talk to them. If you see someone having a hard time, you listen to them. Don't dismiss them. Saying what they say is stupid. Don't just dismiss them. Don't take this as a warning. Don't express sympathies. Don't say how sorry you are. Take this as a warning. Take this as a lesson. No matter how tempted you are, or how appealing it may seem, or how cool it may seem to act like a nihilist, to act black pill, to be a doomer all the time, no. Hello Pandora, hope you're having a good day. Don't worry about it, Pandora. People underestimate the value and the absolute importance of talking to someone. That is a fact. People absolutely underestimate its value. If you see someone else struggling with life, be sure to give them a bit of a time. Give them a year, an ear to listen. It might literally be a matter of that person coming out stronger or something worse happening. Okay? And you saw how Derek replied to me, right? You saw how Derek replied to me. That is how you should not reply to someone you have a disagreement with. You don't just go to that person and just say you made a shit take and leave it at that. You will explain yourself. You don't wait for the person to ask you for more clarification. You explain it yourself on the first time. Okay? Okay, I think I've done... What else do I feel like yapping at? I feel like I've been going on... My god, 2 hours. Oh, wow. Can't believe I've been going on for 2 hours. Yeah, quite a few other things I want to talk about today, but I don't even know I have enough energy to talk that much. But what else do I want to talk about? Oh, yeah, I caught my breath a bit. I want to go to something a little more entertaining, okay? Something a bit more entertaining is... I came across something. Someone made a post. A very interesting post. And he discovered something that was, to me, very fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. If I can find it, and I think I have. Remember Dragon Age? Veilguard? Remember Dragon Age Veilguard? Now it turns out someone has the game. He's been playing it. He has been playing it. And he went into the game's codex system. So basically the lore dump part of the menu. And he found something in the codex. And I'll show you right now what he found out. I'm not going to read it out, so you can take some time to read it. It's not a lot. This is in an actual codex that you can find in the menus of the Dragon Age game. This is actually in-game. And you get the point. I suppose you get the point. So this was exposed. This was shown all over the internet. It was shown all over the internet and people were not having it. People were not having it. The devs haven't really said anything new about it. They haven't reacted to it. So either they keep it in, which means that they intended for it to be seen, which means, what does this have to do with Dragon Age? I don't know. Or second, this was just put in there like a placeholder and it'll be removed soon. By which case, it doesn't make it any better. Shows you, again question, why do you put that in? And how are you this incompetent that you didn't remove it out if it was just a placeholder there? Yeah, that was very odd. Very, very odd story. I originally intended this yapping session to be a lot lighter, but I'm so sorry it ended up being so heavy. Alright, that out of the way. What else can we do? What is the last thing on the agenda? In there's the news. You all heard about what happened with Disney and Pixar hiring an animator? He was recently sentenced to 25 years in prison. A Disney Pixar animator. You can look him up for yourself. You can look him up for yourself. I will give you the name. I will give you the name of this animator who has been sentenced to 25 years prison because talking about this on YouTube is less than ideal. Talking about this on YouTube is less than ideal. So I'll just give you the name. I will just give you the name. And let me see whether I can... Where can I paste this? Okay. This is the name. You type this man's name in Google or where have you will find the news instantly. Okay, we're done. I think that's enough yapping for one night. Or I'm exhausted. It's way enough yapping for one night. What can I do? What can I do? I want to play something a little more relaxing, actually. I like to play something a little more relaxing. I feel like playing a game. I'm gonna take a short break, like 3 minutes break, and I'll be back. And we can think of a relaxing game. I'll think of a relaxing game, okay? I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, I'm back. Let's see. Got about 1 hour left. Let's go and find something nice to play, maybe. Should we go for another round of No More Room in Hell? Or should we play something a bit more relaxing? Yeah, the other game I can really think of to relax myself is really... No, I don't have Buckshot Roulette, and I don't have Liar's Vow. I don't know how to play most card games, so I probably won't know how to play. Maybe I can play Hollow X Break, I guess. Maybe? Yeah, I'll give that a try. I haven't played in a long time. Heaven. JK, okay. JK use item. JKUO. Wow. Okay. Oh. By the way, this game is free and... This game is free and it is... Yeah, it's co-op. I think, yeah, it has co-op. I have to move the screen aside. How do I move it? If anyone wants to join, you are free to join. Yes, it is co-op 0. God, that annoying thing. I'm sorry for not making a noise. I just realized I was streaming. Too absorbed. I'm sorry. Those things are so cute. These things are so cute. This isn't. Idol costume or breastplate. Idol costume. I will store this and sell it. Okay, that helps. Oh, boss fight. This is gonna be fun. Ah. Oh my god. Oh, she's spawning mobs? Of course. Oh my god! All my minions! My minions are gonna get killed! My minions are dead. My god. She gets iframe so quickly. Reduce ability cooldown. No, I'll just keep it. I'll grab one of these. Shiny ring. You sell stuff. How do I sell stuff? Oh yeah. Oops. Crap. What do I want to upgrade?
How about this? Thank you.
How about this?
Thank you. Which one? This one. No pressure.
Sell. Where is this sell? Ah, there we go. Sound.
ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。
Okay. Captain's head. Huh, that sounds interesting.
とっても素敵なものですね。ありがとうございます。
Okay.
Which one? Thank you. ありが thanks. Which one? Totally
Chance.
no pressure.
No pressure, my foot.
Okay. Let's try again.
Well, what's this? I'll just hold on to it. Mm. Okay. Oh, husband. Ghostly, but come on. Don't. I saw that. No, these carrot things. I mean those carrot things. As in Nene's husbands. Mayong and... Oh my god, that's a lot. Oh, so cute. B and Iris just chilling down there. A very big shark. That is a lot of loot. What do I want? Ah! This is useful. Slow healing is definitely useful. I'll hold on to this. Oh. Ah! All his head is a weapon. Oh no, Ollie is gone. Scan gaming, I have no idea what you're asking for. But hello? What's this too? Oh. 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 I get it. I get it now. Damn it. I suppose returning Ollie's head to her body would have given a pretty useful helper. Shame. I didn't know that. I should have known that, but I didn't. This is too. I'll just sell it later. Oh. Okay. Magazines. This is a useful piece of armor. Synergizes well with Marine's hat. Bunny. Keep. Got a magazine. Can I go back to the stage to collect more magazines? Yes. Pressure, I just applied for AdSense. I was just eligible today, so I just applied for AdSense and hopefully it'll take a week or so. Fingers crossed, touch wood. Oh, that worked well. Boss fight. Oh boy. Oh my god. No! God. My god, don't just stand there. What is... Ooh, this hurts. This hurts. So close. Just need to bomb her some more. There we go. Hey.
How about this? Get some help. How about this? Maybe next time. Which one? Thank you. How about this? This one? Thank you. This one. Stay productive. Welcome. How about this? How about this? Let's try again.
You thought the stream was dead? Damn it. These things are annoying. They're so tanky. They're so tanky. Damn it. Things. Where'd that come from? It is annoying. This is so annoying. So many mobs. They're tanky and annoying. I'll use this up and see what I can. So many of just I hate this inventory limit, it's so annoying. Start dumping some. Oh, this is fine. Oh, great. Only two minions. Fight a boss. Jeez, Wowie is tanky. Wowie is pretty tanky. My goodness. Wowie is unexpectedly tank. Damn it. Gee, Louis is tanky as hell. Oh my god. My minion's gonna die like this. What's the credit card? The credit card doesn't do anything. I really hate this. How do I... Oh my god, this... Louis is so hard to kill. She's tanky as hell. Oh jeez. Okay. I'm going to take a break from this. I'm either underleveled or my gear is too underleveled. It's way too many. She was way too tanky. Okay. I think I should be almost done for the night. Maybe I'll take this chance to have a look at chat. You have anything to talk about? There's no super chats yet, so I don't really know exactly how to what to read. So maybe just ask me questions directly or something. Hello, controller. But for now, unfortunately, well, plans for December is we quite busy. We quite busy around late November to December. Do I want to? I don't know if I want to play the Monster Hunter Wilds beta. I'm happy enough just seeing gameplay of it. Yeah. Buckshot maybe, but not Liar's Bar. I'm bad at card games. I don't really play card games all that much. No, I'd rather just wait for the final game. Not really. It don't really interest me all that much. Probably. No. I saw this and kinda... It made me kinda sad. I saw this post that a lurker shared with me and I felt kinda sad looking at it. But at least they found him. At least they found him. So sad. He just ended up all the way in Western Australia from Antarctica. Such a far away from home, they're so sad. Hope someone can send him back to Antarctica, seriously. Just say it. You really dampened my day, just seeing this penguin just stuck there. So far away from home. I hope someone ships him back to Antarctica. I hope Kayla won't... My god. I hope Kayla won't see what you just wrote. The game. Varen, not gonna lie, I'm also about to pass out. I've been kinda tired today. But I feel I want to meet the 3-hour minimum for the stream. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Haven't been on Blue Archive for a long time. Next game night. He might... Maybe this Friday? Assuming nothing crops up to trigger me again for another Yap stream. We'll decide it on that day, okay? I think Exactly 3 hours stream is enough for me for tonight. I think my brain can't even process it anymore for the night. Yeah, Zero, I think so too. I think so too. So, the game for the American lurkers here, I hope you all be having a great day ahead and a great 4 years ahead. I'd say, in my opinion, things are going to get interesting and hopefully not in a bad way. So take care of yourselves, sleep well if you need rest. Well, have a great day ahead if you just started your day with me. Sleep well, take care, and good night for those who are around my time zone. And hope you get a good score in your test. And see you on Friday. Okay? I'll see you on Friday. And fingers crossed, please pray for me that YouTube does not make my life difficult like Twitch did. Take care, good night. Good night, lurkers. Good night. And I'll see you on Friday, okay? Good night.